Hello, YouTube. Good morning. Well, I feel compelled to speak again, once again, on this Donald Trump creature, this horrible human being. I want to play you guys a little bit of what he said earlier in the week about Somalian immigrants. And it just won't stop. But let's play it first. We'll play it first, then we'll talk about it.
Ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%.
88%.
They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Somebody say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country is no good for a reason. Their country stinks.
Another shithole country?
We don't want them in our country. I can say that about other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point.
Because of you.
We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other. And we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Garbage?
Elon,
wait a minute. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, so Somalians are garbage now, right? Most of the other parts of the world, anybody with brown skin or dark skin or black skin, girl, they are from shithole countries. You don't want them here as well, Donald Trump, right? At least when you ran the first goddamn time, you try to cover up that you're a hardcore racist, a hardcore bigot who lives in fear, who's been given everything in your life. You have been given more in this country, given more from birth, girl, than anybody else that we can think of, Miss Thing, right? As much as anybody in the world, correct? And yet you still complain. You say they complain. Nobody complains like Donald Trump, right? Yet you have 34 felonies. You are a pathological liar. You are an adjudicated rapist, right? You're accused of being in the oh shit, let me slow down. You were involved with Jeffrey Epstein very heavily. Let's just put it like that, girl. You've done everything wrong. Nobody has told more lies than you in the United States government in history. You're the worst person to ever hold that seat, Donald Trump. What more do you want? Then you had the goddamn nerve to come into the White House and tear the motherfucker down and put up your monstrosity like it really belongs to you. Correct? And all these people doing it, going to work and trying to pay their little bills, honey, which are impossible to keep up with. Correct? Donald Trump ain't nothing but a fat, ugly, rich bigot. That's what he is. That's what he is. That's why he does not have a problem with going and dropping bombs on people in other countries. All under the pretense, oh, they're bringing drugs to our country. They're bringing drugs. How do you know? Do you even send out investigators? How are you even getting the information, Donald Trump? You're fucking over there murdering people. And that's why you're a very dangerous person. And you should not have the nuclear codes because you're a sick and dangerous person. And you are willing to kill people. You don't have a problem with it. You didn't kill 80-something people in a foreign country because they were on a boat. Since when does in America, what do we have a court system for? And why would we go to somebody else's country and just start blowing people up? And you feel like you could do that because you're a bigot, right? And you feel like no way in hell can Venezuela beat our military. So what does a bully do? They go and bully people. And you just go and kill people over there. Because even if they are drug dealers, girl, that's not the death penalty. Not for 80-something people. And you're just getting started. Then you said you want to go on land. Why are you going over there fucking with those people? You want to help them? Give them a couple of these billions of dollars you keep passing out, girl, to fight the goddamn drug situation. You don't just go and murder people. And you got these goddamn idiot headset. He's in a goddamn controversy every other week, correct? Because it's not his fault. He's an idiot. You got all idiots around you because you wanted nobody to stand up against you. Correct? None of the people you put in place, none of them are qualified to be in the position that they're in. Not that cash fool, not this goddamn headset. You have Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer is your advisor, a conspiracy theorist on YouTube. Pete Hegseth, you picked him from a television show. Your biggest success in your life is because you produced a television show. You're just TV people, right? I watch all the shows. Isn't that what you told Katie Couric? Where you got your information from? You don't need to be bothered with all these papers. You're a sickening pig, Donald Trump. And it pains me that think such terrible things about people. But you are the exception, man. There's no redeeming qualities there at all. You're supposed to be in prison. You can't go and commit 34 felonies and you don't do a goddamn day in jail. And you've been stealing money ever since you've been up in there. Every college got to pay you. Or you're taking away government money like it's your money. It's depressing. It is Donald Trump. He's a depressing person. And I'm sure, and I don't think all white people are bad people, but you guys put up with this bullshit, right? Why hasn't there been Republicans? Shouldn't say all white people. Republicans. Why haven't you done anything about this Donald Trump like you did with Richard Nixon? Richard Nixon, he hasn't did 100th, 1,000th of the shit that Donald Trump has done. You see the way he talks to those people? He said those people are trash, human beings. What are the little Simonian kids? What do they think when they turn the television on and they hear the president of the United States saying that they are nothing but trash and he doesn't want them in this country? You don't want nobody in this country, Donald Trump, right? Isn't that what you ran on? Didn't you come down your golden escalator? They're rapists. They're murderers. They're gang. We haven't seen no evidence of no murderers being arrested at all, child. You are sitting up here terrorizing Latin people. Anybody with brown skin. So here's another group you're going after. Anybody with brown skin, dark skin. Why did the admiral, did another black admiral have to leave office now? What do you clean them all out? They all want to be white. I mean, you're not even an honest enough person to say, well, Pete has said he really is an idiot. You can't even say that. He's white. He looks good on camera. That's the qualification. And he sits up there with your stupid ass and you're over there murdering people and you're talking about going on land over there. Why in the fuck do we need a war with those people? You say they're bringing in fentanyl. That's a goddamn lie. They're not bringing in no goddamn fentanyl from Venezuela. It's a lie. Their business was cocaine, correct? Didn't you just pardon one of the biggest cocaine dealers in the world? But you're so concerned about the cocaine. So what business is he going to go into since he had billions of dollars of investment in it? Donald Trump. Correct? Sickening. Did I even speak, people? I'm so sorry. How y'all doing? Hi, Average J moderator. I just can't believe that the Supreme Court, you should be ashamed of yourself. You released this monster, right? He can't be charged with nothing. Everything he does is right just because he does it, correct? You've created a monster. And I can't believe that they will allow a president of the United States to go on television and speak this way. He can't be stopped, right? And he's over there killing people. He done killed over 80-something people. And it seems to me that they all seem to say that it's illegal to do that. You can't do that. And then even when the people are clinging on to life, you drop another bomb to make sure they're dead, make sure everybody is killed. What is it in it for you? Donald Trump, why do we have police? Why do we have a DEA? I'm just curious. Why do we have a court system? Why do we have any agency in America? You had that goddamn Musk do away with half the agencies in the government, mostly the ones that was investigating him. You're so corrupt, Donald Trump, and you've set yourself up. You thought about this. You knew you had to fix the Supreme Court first. That's why you stacked it. Monster. Hi, Miss 100. Bonita. Darius is here. Medusa, I know y'all sick of hearing about this fool. How can you not hear about this? How can... He's so infuriating that I tried not to even watch. It is impossible. That is our president. That is the craziest thing. So now he's going to go and attack these people, right? Now he's going to send his goons after them. He's taken our military and turned it onto the United States. You have tanks going down streets of America because you can. You have the power. Fred and his wife created a monster in you. A monster. You should be in a mental institution some goddamn where, child, right? They should remove you from office. If you don't qualify for the 25th Amendment, I don't know. I can't imagine who does. Who does? Who can't be taken out of office for being crazy? Because your ass is crazy. You're like a madman in the goddamn movies, right? And you're dangerous. And they're not even going to be able to take those codes away from your ass. Correct? Because you fixed it where you can do anything. Monster. And he ain't got no problem coming here and tell you he hates you. Why he hates you? You're black. You're black. You're brown. You're taking over. Yet, when I go to the store, white folks own the store. When I go on the street, white folks make them cars. Elon Musk and his companies, it's white every goddamn where. You run every motherfucking thing, and then you're still not enough. So you're annoyed by brown people and black people cleaning up after your motherfucking ass. What the fuck them people did to you? Nothing. You got our neighbors, our Mexican neighbors. You had them scared to go to work. They're scared to go to church. They can't even go to goddamn church because they're scared that you're going to go grab them, grab their mother, grab their father, their children off the goddamn street and treat them like they're some kind of narco goddamn drug runners. And it's bullshit. Monster. I don't even know what to say anymore. We've said it so much. We've said everything that can be said, honey, and nothing gets done. Absolutely nothing. This motherfucking Congress, you're supposed to be a co-equal branch of government. That means that you're supposed to have the same amount of power as Donald Trump. And the Supreme Court, you're supposed to have the same amount of power as Donald Trump. 3 equal branches, right? But when the other 2 branches are just kissing the ass of the first branch, we only have one source of government, and it's him. You don't fight shit. You don't do any goddamn thing. I don't even know why you get paid. Congress, Supreme Court. What y'all think, people? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes you look at this shit. I just feel so helpless. We can't do anything. Next he'll be going up there calling us niggers. He'll go right there on television, call us nigger. He can call us everything else. Every other country, they all even the reporters, they're pigs. Women are pigs. Isn't that what you call Rosie O'Donnell? Wasn't that your big conflict with Rosie O'Donnell? The horrible things you would come and say about that woman. You say that to any woman. Correct? All the reporters, they have to be addressed as your failing paper. The New York Times, the most respected news source in this goddamn country, where most of the news comes from, girl. They're all fake news. Everybody's fake, except for you're the one who has been proven thousands of times to be a fake, a fraud, a thief, a rapist, a bigot. everything you can think of, girl. You're the worst. It is a disgrace what you've done to that Congress. Disgrace what you've done to the Supreme Court. And virtually every other, how many hundreds of thousands of people working for our government? He keeps saying, oh, they're doing to our country. They don't belong here. He acts like it belongs to him. That's why he was able to move into the White House and knock the motherfucker down to put up his own monstrosity. He thinks he owns it. You're there for 3 more years, fool. They're going to all write their name all over the White House. It's all about money. Everything's about money. Oh, give me a jet. Oh, it's not gold enough. It's not gold enough. Got the goddamn White House looking like a pawn shop. What are you trying to represent? If you're the most powerful man in the world, why do you need all this gold shit all over the goddamn place, girl? Why are you so intimidated by the smallest of people? People can't even go get an education. And then you tell them, he told them, he got to bring in all these Chinese people. And I got no problem with Chinese people. I love immigration. It's all immigrants. That's what I'm living in San Francisco. When you walk out the door, you can find 15 countries on any city block. Correct? I ain't got no problem with them. But you said that Americans is too stupid. They can't learn what the Asian kids can learn. Right? Is that what you said, Donald Trump? You all pro-America, America first and all this shit, except for the ones who you want, because there's a profit motive in it. You want to get rid of everybody else. You want to bother our Mexican neighbors, right? You want to terrorize them and tear apart their families, child. But yeah, you want to bring the Asian students over here. Why? Because they have a whole lot of money. The ones that are coming have a whole lot of money. And God only knows what kind of backdoor deals you have made. Correct, Donald Trump? You think Americans are so stupid they can't run nothing? If your ass can be the president, anything is possible. Somalia. Okay, thank you, Nikki Moore. Nikki Moore. Well, they just qualify as another shithole country. And we also, anything in Africa, we also qualify as a shithole country. And they got him in the White House today. You're brokering deals with foreign countries, so you can come over here and say that you stop more wars. Oh, I stopped 8, 9 wars. You don't even have a problem lying like that, honey. That's mental illness. You're sick. You're a crazy person. And not even a healthy crazy person. You're disgraceful. And when you go up there talking about, oh, that they're going to do in our country, they don't belong here in the country. It's not yours. It's no more yours than it is mine. Just gathering money, hoarding money, and you're 80 goddamn years old. What the fuck you gonna do with it? Did he say Somalia or?
Politically correct, I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I can say that about other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage.
Donald Trump, you are garbage.
These are people that say, let's go.
You garbage. What did you do to them women?
These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came.
He said they complain. What do you do, Donald Trump? If you are you worth now something like $6 billion? And what do? You're the president of the United States. And what do? You've been bitching and moaning and complaining since you got your bunk ass up in there, correct? Correct? Am I right or am I wrong, Donald Trump? right before you took your place in the White House, child, weren't you in court every goddamn week? What kind of president is going to fighting cases all through the week? I mean, women and thievery and goddamn tax evasion and just everything. And you said that they're garbage and they're trash? I think it's you, Donald Trump. You're an embarrassment to this country. And I wish you would go away. My God will not allow me to wish you dead. I just wish you go. Just go somewhere, girl. Go sit your ass down some goddamn where. Right? You should have hoarded enough money. How much money did you get from the cryptocurrency? How many billions of that? How about your family? How many billions did Kushner, how much has he profited? Correct? You personally profited. How much did you get from the lawsuits that you sued everybody for saying your name? Was that enough? What are you going to do with the money? You're 80-something years old, girl. What, 79? You're 80 years old. There's no time to spend it, nigga. If you spent $1 million a day, you couldn't spend that much money. But you got to get more and more and more and more and more and destroy as many lives as you can. It breaks my heart the way you're treating Latin people. I mean, I just think it's so cruel. Those are our neighbors. My opinion, those are some of the hardest working people in America. As far as physical work, just go out there and look at one of these high rises your ass done built your whole life. Look up. See who's building the buildings. Oh, they're taking out. Well, do you want the job? Are you skilled at the job? Right? You made those people our enemies, and they're not our enemies. You, the crook, you're our enemy. So people, you think he feels any better because we live in America? Oh, you were born here. You were. Believe me, if Donald Trump could get rid of every black person in this country, he would be more than willing to do it. He would brag about it, honey, right? And that's who he appealed to. That's who he appealed to. He appealed to the racist underbelly in America, right? Because the millionaires, billionaires, there's not enough of them to put him in office. They can provide the money, but the votes have got to come from the people, correct? And there are many people in this world who really feel like all they have going for them is they're white. So be white. What's wrong with that? You got every goddamn thing. Every opportunity in the world. Donald Trump does not respect those people who voted for him. He does not respect poor white people. He don't understand why they're not rich. Why aren't you rich? You're white. Why should you be working these shithole jobs? Those are black jobs. So you try to get rid of the Mexicans and make us do all the jobs that they're doing. That was your original plan, right, Donald Trump? You coined it. These are the black jobs. That little pea-ass mind of yours, child. You're pitiful, and you're still standing by this headset who is a murderer as well. You're psychopaths. And why are you able to go and kill 80-some people in the Caribbean? Because you hate them, just like you hate us. A hardcore racist. Oh, how you doing, RJ? Erica J, my moderator. Thanks for coming in, hon. Sometimes we just got to vent. I'm sorry. Trump is a joke. He's a bad joke, honey. That's a monster. He know good and damn well any regular Congress was not going to approve him knocking down three-quarters of the White House and building his own building on the federal property. So what does he do? He just goes and knocks it down first. What they going to do about it? It's gone. They going to leave it blank? No, they got to go through with his plans. And since he runs the goddamn Congress and runs the Senate and runs the Supreme Court, and he just runs it all, honey, all through it, everybody in his cabinet is incompetent. And they are not there by mistake. He wanted a bunch of idiots because he really believed that he's able to do everything. He thinks he's the smartest man in the world, and he's not. That's why he bankrupts everything he touches. That's why he's always selling shit. Those are short-term investments. Short-term, get the money, and get out. That's what he does. He's selling all of them goddamn poor people that were Bibles with his name on it. Them people know. They have to know that ain't no damn Christian. He ain't got no beliefs like you. He pardoned a drug trafficker, one of the biggest ones in the world, honey. He let go of all of them goddamn people that caused the insurrection. First thing he do, what was it, 1,500 of them? All out of prison doing other crimes. Violent people, hateful, mean-spirited. Anytime you're just going to go and topple our White House and take a shit on the goddamn White House, I mean, in the White House, why would you do that? Right? Because he played you. White people, get mad at him. He played your ass. Bloodthirsty. They can't wait to get their ass over there. Now they want to put boots on the ground, going looking for fentanyl that is not even there. He needs to go back to a nursing home. He's going to barely make it out of office, child. He's done. 80 years old, all them health problems he got. Lies about every goddamn thing. What's the MRI for, sir? What was the? I have no idea. It's just get when I go in for my annual. Girl, I get MRIs every 6 months. Why? Because it was cancer, and they want to make sure the cancer don't come back. So they go in and they look for it to make sure it is not there. Correct? You don't just have MRIs just willy-nilly. They just film the whole body. No, that's not the way it works, Donald Trump. You lying bastard. You just lie. You lie so easily. I cannot stomach to watch you. You're the president, and I can't even stomach to watch your ass because everything comes out of your mouth is a lie or some hateful, evil thing you're doing. What city is the military? What city is the military showing up for this week, Donald Trump? Did I hear it was, where was it now? New Orleans? You going after New Orleans next, Donald Trump? What exactly do you do when you send all these military people? Because we saw them in Los Angeles. They were picking up cans and things. All over Washington, D.C., they were making things beautiful and get rid of graffiti. Is that what the military is for, Donald Trump? Right? You just want to command somebody to do something. So then you want to go over to other countries and start bombing and murdering them. What kind of a mind do you have where you're not even consider all these people you're murdering without a trial? We're supposed to be America, land of the free, home of the brave. They expect us to do the right thing, Donald Trump. But since you brought your motherfucking ass in there, girl, you can't expect shit from America. Correct? According to you, they're all shithole countries, correct? And you're only interested in if you can get money from them. How's your tariff plan working out, Donald Trump? And why do you feel like you have to get a cut of everything? Correct? And how are you funneling much of this money to yourself? Because you know you don't give a fuck about America. You're not capable of that. You're a narcissist. You're only concerned about yourself, child. And so you the president, and I'm gonna go get a cut. I'm gonna get a cut from everybody's business. I'm gonna get a cut from the donut shops. I'm gonna get a cut from everybody who makes a shirt or a blouse or socks. Oh no, they're gonna get the tariffs are gonna be so high that they're all gonna come and build factories. They're gonna come and build factories here. Yeah, right. Well, where are they at, Donald Trump? Right? I'm sure they're just dying to get people over here so they can pay the people over here $30 an hour. Or they can go to China and get the same shirt made for $2 an hour. Right? Right, Donald Trump? Your big plans. Bankrupt. Everything you touch turns to shit. And then they done put you in charge of the whole goddamn country. It's crazy. Tim, calm down, hon. Do not raise your blood pressure on this food. I'm like that old, what was that movie called? Midway. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Well, what can I do, though? Nothing. I know a lot of people feel that way. They say, why even watch it? But our country is falling to shit because we're not watching it. There should be at least committees in there. They say this can't happen until the Democrats are in charge of Congress, right? He's trying to get as much destruction as he can get done before that time happens. It's crazy. So what do you, when you go and take the Mexican people off the street who are just working, moving furniture at Costco some damn where, what do you do with their house? Did you just throw their things, all of their furniture and their clothing, their kids stuff, you just throw that away? What if they own a home? Do you just take that, Donald Trump? Correct. What kind of a monster are you to people who have done nothing to us? They would work. You said in this goddamn thing that I just played that what do they call it? Somalians? I forget what country. Somalians. You said that they were at 88% welfare. So everybody just coming to America to get on welfare. You put a lot of emphasis on these $200 and $300 checks. Correct? People, that's why this country is great, because immigrants came here and they worked their asses off and they built businesses and they sent their kids to colleges, girl, and they contributed to this country and they paid taxes, child, right? Immigrants made the country. You better base everything on what color their goddamn hair is, girl. Is it orange? A whole lot of smart people think that it all comes down to these people. They don't want the white people to not be the majority in this country. Like that's going to happen. Like that's going to goddamn happen, honey. Everywhere you look is white, 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 in charge of every goddamn thing. In charge, when you line up all them billionaires in the White House, what do we see? A sea of white. And it still ain't enough. What are you so afraid of, girl? You don't think he's going to finish his term? Let's pray. Let's pray. I guess the only proper way is God have your way. But I believe that God has given us dominion over this thing, right? And he allowed it to go on. Because if he were to charge us, and not only that Trump monster, but all of us, he were to put us in charge of this planet, honey, he had to have a sacrifice. There was no other way around it. And he says, I'm done with it. And so we have monsters in the world like Donald Trump. We don't even know all the shit he's done, honey. We don't know all the shit that Donald Trump has gotten away with and done in all of his life, child. We don't know where the bodies are buried. Never a day in jail with all these damn crimes. He's been going to court since he was barely out of school. Court case, court case, court case. And what do they want in the court case? All they wanted to do is get paid. He would rip off all the goddamn contractors, subcontractors, honey. They done paid out all this money to build these buildings, child, and now he don't want to pay them. So they just out the money. They got to go chasing his ass to court for the next 10 years. There's so much we don't know. You got that right. Oh, Nikki B's here. Never seen a president exercise so much power. It's incredible. It's incredible what they let him get away with, though. My God. How you gonna go over and calling people trash and stuff? Those are real people, hardworking people. They're 88% on welfare? Really? They're taking the vote? They can't even vote. If they're not legal, they can't even vote, Donald Trump. They're working towards a right to vote. And they value that. It was working so beautifully. You brought your stinking, racist, bigoted ass in office. You've been fucking with people ever since then. Your big tanks and trucks and shit. Why? Because you can. Nikki, please don't say. Oh, okay, I think you're safe for today. That food done got my goddamn blood pressure up so high. If I die, I'm suing your ass. My estate is suing your ass for killing me, Trump. And the funny thing is, I haven't even looked at today's news. I haven't even looked at it. All it's going to do is make you more angry. This is yesterday, child. And by the time we finish this video, which is going to end in a couple of seconds here, by the time we finish this video, he will have done something else, another scandal. How in the fuck could Barack Obama go through 8 years with no scandal? This motherfucker can't make it a week. Wasting money and resources on nothing but bullshit. Like they need a big ass ballroom bigger than the White House. Who the fuck gonna come to something like that? How often you gonna use it? Twice a year? Cause he done went to somebody else's country and so, oh, they got a bigger ballroom than us. They got a bigger ballroom than us. Then you go over there to the Middle East. Oh, look at that plane. Look at their jet. Their jet. Our jet is trash. Our jet's a piece of shit. Why don't you give me a jet? Why don't you give me a jet? Right. And then the favors just start flowing in because they're not giving you no $100 million jet, nigga, just because they want to. It's fun. Everybody coming to the White House got to come in bringing you frankincense and myrrh. It's got to be solid gold. So you can paste it up on the goddamn wall. I've said it before. I'm saying it again. I don't know how this motherfucker was born a multi-millionaire child and have no taste. You're so goddamn tacky. You're Elvis on steroids. No offense, Elvis fans. I'm just saying he's pretty flashy. Oh, thank you for the $4.99. Who is that? Michelle? Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Some people say it's a cover for a new bunker. A new bunker. Well, he don't need much space for a bunker, child. Was he gonna blow the motherfucker up? It wouldn't be in any far reach, considering all the other shit he wants to blow up. And somebody is gonna hit your ass back, Donald. Us back. They ain't gonna hit you because you ain't shit. You ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn military. Yeah, you want to come in with the heavy hand, correct? You think you can go over there, other people's countries, and blow up their citizens? No trial, no nothing. Just drop bombs on them, child. 80-something people already, and then you think you're gonna have boots on the ground, and then you're supposed to all just lay back because they can't fight the American military, child. And you think you're gonna get away with that, right? What if they start partnering up, Donald Trump? What are you trying to start another world war? Right? At some point, these world leaders are gonna say, that's enough. Enough. All that old tacky ass gold shit all over the motherfucking place. Usually people who are born with money have a little taste. They have a little style, and they certainly have the means to hire the best designers and decorators in the world. He got to do it personally. Just start packing gold shit all over the goddamn place. Tacky ass fool. He's crazy. That's what it is. The problem is he's crazy. That's why y'all can only hear him talk, getting on a plane, getting off a plane, walking down a hallway, right? It's only going to be a short snippet. You're going to see him for 5 minutes. And what condition is he in the rest of the time? That's what you got to ask yourself, honey. Why you always got to be leaning out of a plane to talk? All we can hear is the goddamn motors of the plane, and you hear you throw a few words out, and then you're gone in 5 minutes. And you're the president of the United States. All that band of idiots you got over there. He won't even get rid of Hetzel. Nothing but an egomaniac. He can't admit it. You were wrong. Wrong about every goddamn thing. That's why you bankrupt them damn casinos. You bankrupt all them damn businesses, honey. Because you make dumb decisions. You're wrong. You're no good. A heartbreaker. You are a liar and you a cheat. I don't know why them Republicans did that to us. I'm telling y'all as a friend, this fool ain't no good. And let's hope that he don't get us involved in wars. All because of him. Everything wrong. Tariff. What about the tariffs? Oh, we made $13 trillion from the tariffs. Oh, I stopped 6 wars this week. Just absolutely ridiculous shit. And you can't find none of them bastards that will even tell that motherfucker what you said doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. You didn't stop no goddamn wars. You ain't did shit. I gotta go calm my ass down. They are struggling in food lines and begging on the internet while he's building a damn ballroom with gold everywhere. Pitiful. Pitiful. He ain't did a goddamn thing for this country. I mean, I'm a novice, honey. Believe me, I ain't got no political. I'm not smart in that way, but you would have to think the prices were at a certain point, which is already high before COVID, correct? And when COVID came, all the prices went way, way, way up, correct? Why isn't he addressing any attention to bringing them back down to pre-COVID? Pre-COVID. And you want to force these companies to bring their prices back to pre-COVID, whatever they were pre-COVID, and we'll pick it up from there. You ain't did shit about no damn prices, and then you want to come in here talking about how are the eggs? Look what I did for the eggs. Look what I did for the. You didn't do shit for the eggs. Whatever the goddamn bird disease that they had, honey, is they don't longer have it, and that's why the price of eggs went down. You always want to jump in and collect credit for every goddamn thing. You ain't did a goddamn thing in any area. Or black people work. You say you had all these black jobs. What you were saying was you want us to come be your maids. How'd that work out for you? No, I can't sing today. Anyway, child, I'm going to the gym and calm my nerves down. Maybe I'll get in the hot tub. No, I can't get in those hot tubs, but I'll get in the steam room. Hey, ding dong, I'm getting off. Will you stop complaining? You did, but you sit there. Okay. All right, people. I just had to vent today. I'm sorry. What's going on, Jesse? I got to get out of here. I got a couple of things to do, and I got to get to this gym. So I guess we got. I don't know what we do. What can we do? Nothing. It's up to Congress and the Supreme Court. Later, people.